Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Gene.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Friday, February 14th, 2025. So, on this Valentine's Day...
Happy Valentine's Day.
Woohoo! Did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
And was it a Valentine's Day gift to you?
Well, I wouldn't call it that exactly, but it was a good puzzle.
I thought it sort of had a Valentine's Day theme.
Oh, really?
Sort of permeating it here and there.
Can you elaborate on that?
No. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, I can. For example, we had 30 across. Classic Gustav Klimt painting made during his golden period, The Kiss.
The Kiss,
Yep.
Yes.
I've actually been working on a painting of my own. I call it The Smooch.
Oh.
I haven't quite finished yet. I need to find some paint and learn how to paint, and then I'll be right on it.
Okay.
Let's see. What else did we had? We had 39 down. That's kind of you. So sweet. It's sort of Valentine-ish.
Okay.
45 down. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or 10 Things I Hate About You. Rom-com. That's sort of romantic. And that R crossed with 43 across. Affaire de coeur was amour. A-M-O-U-R.
That is true.
So I'm seeing a lot of love in this crossword.
Well, there's also 36 across. Develop emotions for.
Right.
Catch feelings.
Yes.
That's an interesting phrase. I loved all the phrase answers in this puzzle. There were some really good ones. Like 24 across. That's a great phrase I hardly ever use. Nice chunk of change. Tidy sum.
Yes.
I love that. Oh.
I like that it was close to 2 down. Unrealistic claim on the packaging of a kid's craft. No mess.
Yeah,
so we had mess over there, and then we had tidy over here.
And then 17 across. Everything's fine with me. I'm doing okay.
Yes. we had 59 across. Bewitched was in a trance.
Right.
I was going for like entranced at first because it was ending in ed, so I thought it was going to be past tense. But 'twas not the case. We had, let's see, what else was interesting?
41 across. Classic ska song with the lyric, let's get together and feel all right.
Was One Love.
One Love. There you go.
And then 36 down, neck was canoodle.
That's right.
Still my favorite word. Canoodle.
You are right. There was a lot of Valentine love in this puzzle.
52
I didn't even notice it.
52 across, romances, woos. I tell you, by the time we're finished, we'll have concluded that every single clue had a Valentine's Day theme to it.
Perhaps.
Or some romantic tie-in somehow.
That's right. That's right. Well, you just don't think about, at least I don't think about a theme on Friday, because usually they don't have a theme. But this is kind of an informal theme. Running through it.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Who was the author here?
This was Sarah Sinclair, her 8th.
And I noticed she worked her own name in there at 39 across. What was that? That was
Ragtime Roll, for which Audra McDonald won a Tony. Yes.
Sarah. I did not know that.
I didn't know anything about that clue except that it was 39 across. The rest of it I figured out through the crosses. 37 down, willing to join our endeavor. Are you in?
Are you in? Yes.
I thought that was a good clue and answer there.
Yes.
We had 28 across. Mickey Mantle's retired jersey, 7.
Yes.
I figured it was going to be a number.
Well, of course.
And it had to have five characters.
That's right. There's only so many of those.
1, 2.
And they're usually between 1 and 10.
Could have been 3.
Could have been 8.
Could have been 8. Could have been and was 7.
That's right. That's right.
25 down, move slowly was inch. That was pretty straightforward, I guess.
Yep.
14 across was clean energy, and it was good karma.
That's right.
Wasn't quite ready for that. I was starting it off with eco something.
Oh.
And the one above it, no pro, was anti.
Yes.
I wanted that to be not pro, but I guess if you're no pro, you must be an anti.
I suppose. I was going for like noob or, like not being a pro in a sport or something, being like an amateur.
Yes.
That was what my initial thought.
That was my initial answer. I put down AMAT, A-M-A-T.
AMAT.
Short for amateur.
Oh.
I thought because pro was an abbreviation of professional.
Yes.
So AMAT was an abbreviation of amateur.
and who developed that?
The abbreviation?
Yes, for amateur.
It was yours truly.
Okay.
Aided somewhat by the notion that AMAT is actually a word in some language that means something.
Isn't it Latin?
Isn't
it one of the or no?
No, that's Vini Vidi Vici.
That's right. Uh-huh.
But AMAT is a conjugation of is it to be?
I want to say it's something very common.
I think it's something like to be. Mm-hmm. Of course, if I look up AMAT on Google, it tells me Applied Materials Inc. and how their stock market is doing. Mm-hmm. Not really particularly helpful.
Maybe you should just put AMAT definition.
That's a good idea. They'll probably tell me a company. Let's see.
No, it's a Latin verb.
Latin verb is the third-person singular present indicative form of the Latin verb amare, which means, to love.
To love.
Wow.
You were in the theme right away, even though it was the wrong answer.
Yes. I was anticipating a lot of love in this crossword, and that's what I got.
There you go.
We even had 4 down. 4 down was promising words, I do's.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Extraordinary. All right. Well, on that lovely note, I think we'll wrap up the crossword.
Okay.
But it is Friday, which means it's time for Fun Fact Friday.
Do, 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 do.
Do you have a fun fact for Fun Fact Friday?
I have a small fun fact.
A factoid.
A little factoid.
Superb.
Actually, a few little facts about Calais.
Oh.
And you remember, I believe it was yesterday, that was in the crossword, and the clue was the most southern point. The state with
right.
Most
in Hawaii, yes.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, when you said that, I thought you were saying Calais, as in France.
Oh, no. Calais.
They probably get a lot of people landing there who think they're going to be in France and are very surprised.
Mm-hmm. And the Calais is translated to be the point in Hawaiian.
Mm.
And yes, it is in Hawaii. We were trying to figure out where it was. Mm-hmm. It is in Hawaii.
Good.
It is also known as South Point. And it is the southernmost point of the Big Island of Hawaii and of the 50 United States. It is a National Historic Landmark District and under the name South Point Complex. And it is also on the U.S. National Register of Historic Places. Okay, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's there, what is at Calais. It is one of the sites of the earliest Hawaiian settlements. So it has a very rich history. And they believe that the Polynesians first landed there because the Big Island is the closest one to Tahiti, and Calais would have been the point of first landfall because it's the southernmost point. They found ruins of a Hawaiian temple there. They have found a fishing shrine. They have found that the ancient Hawaiians drilled numerous holes in the rock ledges where they would moor their canoes. And they have been excavating the area since the 1960s. In 1906, they built a lighthouse there and set it on about 10 acres of land used by the U.S. Coast Guard. And in 1929, they built a steel tower there. And in 1972, they built a 32-foot concrete tower there with a solar power source as the source of energy. There is a NOAA, N-O-A-A, National
Oceanic and Administrative, or let's see, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. There we go.
Mm-hmm. They built a NOAA weather radio there that reports with the call sign WWG-27. During World War II, they built a landing strip there called Morse Field that was eventually closed in 1953. They built a space tracking station there that was operated from 64 to 65. And then the Swedish Space Corporation's Universal Space Network again established a space tracking station and communications center there. They also are they have the largest shortwave radio antennas of the World Harvest Radio International.
Okay.
And then finally, in 1987, they built a wind farm with 37 Mitsubishi 250 kilowatt wind turbines. But by 2006, those were falling into disrepair. And so in August of 2006, they built another one consisting of 14 General Electric wind turbines. And that is still, I guess, going strong for the Hawaii Electric Light Company.
I see.
So lots of things going on at Kela. Now we know.
You know, it sounds so built up with all the things you've been describing there. Just like there ain't room for people.
Well, I suppose you could stand on the landing strip or visit the concrete tower.
Right.
But yeah, lots of interesting things.
Well, I plan to go there post-haste.
All right.
And that is it for today then.
Okay.
So thanks everyone for listening.
Yep.
Hope you're enjoying these podcasts as usual. And Saturday's crossword will be out soon. Good luck. We're going to need it.
Yep.
And we'll be back again to talk about that crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.